All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say, and for those who aren't familiar with us, we are a dealership located about 30 minutes north of Denver off of I-25. Today we are going to go over a really cool little inventory unit. This is a used trailer that we got in on trade. It is a 2017 Cimarron Lonestar. And this stock number is 5U190972. So for those that aren't familiar, this is a stock trailer. It is 28 feet on the floor, 8 feet wide, and 6'4" tall. So this is a great trailer for those families that are using it during the week on an operation and also want to take their kids to show on the weekends. So this is really great little setup. We can coin the term dirty tack for the use because we've got a 48-inch side ramp here that you can haul your show box up into, and a traveling gate that we can keep it nice and separate, thus the term dirty tack. So this trailer has a lot of cool little features that have been upgraded either here or at Cimarron. So one of the first things you'll notice is this nose style is different than what you see on a lot of our inventory units. So this is a V-style nose, and this trailer pulling down the road is going to pull phenomenally. So this V-nose actually cuts through the wind and it improves your fuel mileage, and you cannot feel this thing back here. It's a 28-foot long trailer, about 6,600 pounds empty, and it pulls like a dream. So I love these V-style noses. So not only does that help, but it's also a Cimarron. Cimarrons use engineers to decide where to place their axles, so you get a really balanced ride. So you're not going to find much better pulling trailer than this unless you added air ride to it. So on this trailer, one of the things that the customer that had this before decided to add on is he decided to upgrade an electric over hydraulic jack. So for those of you that are tired of cranking your trailers up and down, this is a really easy add-on through our shop. So if you want to just zip it up and down, it's a great little feature. And our shop installs these all the times. So if you have a trailer currently that you're tired of cranking up and down, just give our service department a call and they'll quote you out the cost of putting one of those on. I highly recommend it. So as we work our way around here, you'll notice that we have the black sheets with the extruded aluminum sides. So this is a really clean, beautiful trailer. It'll look really good hooked behind your truck as you're going down the road. So up above, you'll notice we have a 16-inch awning light. So if you are loading in and out at night, you have your cattle tied up to the trailer, this is going to shine down a lot of light, and it's going to make it really easy for you to accomplish things in the dark. So that's an LED light that throws off quite a bit of brightness. You've got upper and lower tie rails. So if you want to tie them up or lay them down, they're on both sides of the trailer set up that way. So one's right below the lower air gap and one's right off the deck here. So as you'll notice, this is an 8-foot wide trailer. So we do have some button marker lights here to signal where your trailer ends. This is a big trailer. You want to know how wide you are going down the road. On this trailer, you have 17.5 Westlakes with aluminum wheels. And for those that aren't familiar, this little green cap here signifies that they are nitrogen filled. So for anybody that lives in Colorado, you know that we get extreme temperature fluctuations. So what that nitrogen does is it doesn't expand and contract as much as air. So your PSI is going to stay a lot more stable than if it were air filled. So you're not going to have those giant expansions and contractions in your tires going down the road. So that's a little great little feature. If for any reason you're low on you've got a low tire, you can fill that with air. It's not going to mess anything up. Just when you take it back to the tire store, just let them know if you want it filled with nitrogen again. All right, so as we're working our way back, on the rear here, we have a nice big swing gate with a slider on it. So you can either load, you can unhook this and open this door all the way up, or you've got this nice little slider here. You've also got two big 16-inch awning lights on the rear, so you have lots of light to load in and out. Your cattle aren't going to be jumping into a dark trailer at night. All of your load lights are located right here. So you've got access to your interior and exterior lights from right here. It's a really easy place to go on and flip on some lights. So on this side here, I'll just kind of do a quick exterior tour. We've got lots of little marker lights above. This trailer is going to be nice and bright at night going down the road. They're going to see you coming. So if you want, we can always add on more marker lights if you want to be really, really bright. So you've got a 34-inch access door right here. So say you do have your show box up front. This is a really great place for you to just jump in and out without having to put the ramp down. Maybe you don't have enough room or clearance to get it all the way down. You can easily jump up here, grab stuff out of the cooler, whatever you need to do. So this is a great little feature. So as we work our way this way, you'll notice that there's plexiglass in the upper and lower air gaps. So if you need to take this out or adjust as you're going down the road, I have a really fun little tip for you inside on how to store this plexiglass that'll make it really simple for you to put back in when you need it. Like I said, we do live in Colorado, so those temperature fluctuations sometimes call for quick changes in the air gaps. So right here, you have a pop out for if you want. We have a swing gate on this, a fixed swing gate, about 9'3" off the back here. So you can exterior control this from the exterior if you wanted to. So as we're working our way in, you'll notice that on this trailer, a lot of our stock trailers don't really have mats in them. A lot of people bed really deep, so it's one less thing to have to pull out and clean. So these mats are in here if you didn't want to have to bed so deep. It's a great way to keep your animals from slipping. And it just makes it a little more cushion for them going down the road. So as you'll notice, our ceiling is really close here. Cattle are not quite as tall as horses, so we didn't need all that wind blocking us going down the road. So this is 6'4" tall. It makes it really easy for shorter people like me to access these roof vents. So the nice thing about these roof vents is they actually pop either way. So depending on which way you want to push these, and I will get that one open in a moment, you can push these either direction so that if you wanted to suck air in, you can, or if you wanted to push air out, you can also open certain ones so that you can get kind of a stream of air going in and out of here for your animals. So right here I mentioned that we did have a fixed gate, so this is 9'3" off the rear. So you can either use this as a full swing, or it does have a slider too if you just want to not have to deal with having it all the way open going down the road. So right here you do have a lock, so if you didn't want anybody bumping into it or opening it from the exterior, this little pin just drops in there and it prevents you from opening that. And it stores away nicely right there. So as you're going down the road, you can just pop this open and it swings all the way back. And you can just sit it right in there and it's not going anywhere, so you can load cattle in and out without having to worry about it. So as you'll notice, we are 8 foot wide, so you do have your wheel wells in here. They're nice and rounded. Everything is got a nice smooth edge to it, so your cattle aren't going to be scraping themselves up as they're walking by these. Really great little feature. Cimarrons do a really great job of making sure that the ride is going to be as comfortable for your animals as possible. So things like soft close gates so that you kind of avoid any metal to metal contact, keep it a little quieter for your animals, rubber bumpers so that you're not going to be slamming them and scaring those animals. So in this trailer, on the driver's side, we do have an upper and lower tie rail. Similar to the exterior, if you want to tie low or tie high, you have that option. If you did want to tie them on the other side, we can easily add on more tie rails. Just let us know and we can get you quoted out for it. So in here, I mentioned this trailer is really friendly to use at night. So these OptiBrite lights, they're an upgrade from our standard LED lights. They throw off a lot of light at night, so this is going to look like daylight when you're loading your animals at night. Since this trailer does have an onboard battery, if you had to jump in it, you weren't hooked up to your truck, you want to clean it out at night, that's another option. It's going to make it really easy for you to get in and out. So as we're going down here, you'll notice this strange little contraption up here. So on each side of this trailer, you do have a traveling gate. So you've got 14 feet of travel. So that means that at any of these center upright posts here, you can lock on so that you can position that gate wherever you want on this trailer. So one of the great things about the Cimarrons is their traveling gates the sliders are located up high. So you're not going to have to worry about a lot of bedding or dirt getting caught up in here and affecting how your gates slide. So that's a really great feature that Cimarron has. It makes these gates incredibly easy to move. And I will show you guys how that's working. So as you're going down here, this is our traveling gate. So this one is a slider with no threshold. So both of these gates are situated 6 inches off the floor. It allows room for you to slide it over bedding, as well as we do have these mats here. So it gives you a little bit of extra clearance down below. So if you wanted to slide this gate open, always make sure your slider is closed. And then these little things here, these are locking mechanisms. So if you didn't want somebody messing with them, at this rate, they're not going to let you open it all the way. So you just want to make sure these are all up. Perfect. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to open these up. I'm going to kind of do it one-handed to show you how easy it is. And with these gates, you want to make sure that you grab towards the center. The closer you are to the center, the less off your gates are going to be. If you grab from over here, you're going to get them at too much of an angle, and then it's going to stop you up. So if you grab from right here and just pull kind of straight back, I mean, look how easy that is to slide. And the soonest you can stop here, if you wanted to have a lot of area for your stock and a place for your show box, is right here. We do have an attachment, and you just slide those back in. And lock them into place. So I just wanted to show you guys how easy that was to accomplish. I did it one-handed. That means a small kid could easily move this gate around if you needed to. Just make sure you're balanced in the center. That'll make your life really easy. So we do have this slider here. So coming on through, like I said, no threshold, nothing for your animals to trip over. Makes it really easy to load them in and out. Just make sure if you're taller than me, you duck, otherwise you are going to hit your head. So right up here, you'll notice that we have a little calf gate. So if you do have some stuff you need to put up here, fans or anything like that, this is a great place to throw them. A lot of people always wonder, what goes in this box up here? So what I like to keep in this box is some painter's tape and a Sharpie. So this is actually your plexiglass holder. So that if you're going down the road, you're going through different climates, and it starts to get a little warm, you want to take out some of those plexis. I recommend, since these are custom cut for your trailers, it can be like a puzzle piece trying to put everything back together. If you just take them out all willy-nilly and you don't have a plan going into it, it's going to be really hard for you to put them all back together. So what we recommend is that when you take these out, you slide out all the air gaps. And so like I would label this one upper driver's side air gap, lower driver's side air gap. And I would piece those all together, tape them up with some painter's tape that doesn't leave residue. And I would label them. That way, when you do go to put them back in, you're not going to be frustrated and upset because you can't figure out how to put the puzzle back together. So that's a really great little tip. Just keep these in your trailer so that you can easily put these back together. So on these Cimarrons, these air gaps, they have little places that you can slide them out. So that you just want to go one on top of the other. You can do it from the exterior. I tend to pinch my fingers when I do it from the exterior, unless you have a knife or something to get in between them. But you basically just want to slide them out. And I like to just get mine all started and then run around to the outside and take them out like that. And they pop out really easy after the first one. So that's a great little tip for your plexiglass to keep them nice and clean and easy to put back in. So this calf gate does drop down nice and easy if you are wanting to throw some stuff up here for storage, but you don't want it to slide back into your stock area. So this just drops down nice and easy. You can throw all your stuff up above. You do have your battery up here, so that's the stuff that's going to power your lights and your hydraulic jack. Since this trailer is not equipped with a battery disconnect currently, just make sure that after you're done, you turn off all your lights so that you don't get somewhere and have a dead jack. Because nobody wants to wait for it either to A, charge, or B, hand pump the jack up and down so that you can get to where you're going. So this is a really great little used unit. It's a 2017, didn't see a lot of use, so it's in really great shape. For anybody that has any questions, you can reach me at 970-309-6368. My name is Callie Say. Please contact me if you have questions on this one or any others. Thank you for tuning in.